I've been holding a pencil for as long as I can remember. My first way of expressing myself was through drawing, and I continued to hold that pencil since then and continued to add other instruments such as brushes, pens, oil pastels, and I dreamed of a life where I could paint all day, every day. But I would say it has only been the last 2 years that I started working towards that dream. So, hello everyone, my name is Raluca and I would say I'm a visual artist. This is my first video here on YouTube and I really hope that you'll enjoy it. I think that this video will mostly be an introduction to myself and my art, as well as my hopes and dreams, maybe. I would like to start by talking a bit about my life and art journey as I grew into a teenager and then into a young adult. As many other artists, my parents were not very supportive of the idea of an art career, and I was told that I was not good enough, that I would starve, that I would be homeless, which is a very Eastern European way to see artists. My mother was very insistent that I should work in IT, so to make sure of that, I applied to be in a mathematics computer science class back in high school instead of going to the art school that I really wanted to. And I obviously hated it. My days were filled with equations and computer languages that I didn't understand at all. And time for painting was scarce, so I kind of stopped. But I knew I didn't want to live like this for the rest of my life. So when it came to choose a university, I decided to go abroad and find a field that would allow me to be somewhat creative. And that's how I ended up in Denmark, studying multimedia design. Everything felt fresh and like a new beginning, and I was honestly so excited to finally be able to live my life as I wanted, except for a pretty big problem. It was 2020, and we all know how that went. And I actually don't remember a lot of what I was doing between 2020 and 2022. I just remember going to school, then at my restaurant job, and the rest is kind of blank. I knew I didn't want to become a graphic designer anymore as I had initially planned, because I felt like it was not allowing me to be creative, or it was not allowing me the creative freedom that I craved. So I started to think about becoming an artist again, and slowly I started to take art more seriously. I did some courses, I practiced, and I painted more. And so in 2023, I started working towards making my dreams come true, and for the first time in my life, I met people that were actually really supportive of me following my dreams. But it didn't go smoothly at all. I wasn't exactly sure of what I was doing, and I had a few failed Instagram accounts because of burnout. I really didn't enjoy the content creation part of social media, and all I wanted to do was make art and then post pictures of it. But it just wasn't possible if my intention was to build a business. I was also going through some things that required me to go to therapy at the time. And for almost a year, I think I stopped thinking about building a business. I got a part-time job as a graphic designer in the meantime, and that helped me a lot on my mental health by getting me out of the house. And then in the second part of 2024, I started thinking about working towards my dreams again. And I actually went to my first market where I managed to sell a few original pieces and some stickers. And this achievement made me incredibly happy, as I did not expect to really sell anything. I continued to work as a graphic designer and thinking about the best way to make it easier for me to become an artist. After all, I still hated the idea of creating content. But then, back in May, I lost my job, and it was not my fault. The company just didn't get the funds for salaries, so everyone was fired. And I spent the summer in a bit of a weird place. I was applying for jobs and creating art, and I was just kind of having a quarter-life crisis because I didn't know which way I should go. And then I decided that maybe I should give YouTube a try and see how it goes. And I did try a few times to come up with ideas for videos, and I even made elaborate plans, and I wrote scripts for lots of videos, but none of them felt like me, and I had a very hard time filming and recording them. And I was always feeling like I was putting myself in a box in everything I was doing creatively, so I almost gave up. But I had a very hard time finding another job. I still haven't found another job, actually. So that kind of pushed me to try again, and here we are now. One of the biggest things I struggle with right now is putting myself in boxes, especially in my art and what I want to create surrounding that art. And I kind of want to unlearn that and try to be as true to myself as possible. So when it comes to this channel specifically, I really want to try and do different things all the time. I don't want to make every video based on a template. I actually want to explore and be creative and share my journey as I learn what art truly means to me. And I want to do the same with my art. I want to explore and experiment, try new things, and not be afraid of the end result of my creations. I feel like one of the reasons I feel so stuck in my art right now is because I'm not allowing myself to explore enough or try different things. I usually say that I'm inspired by mythology and folklore and fairy tales, which is true. These things inspire me a lot, so I end up wanting everything I create to be within that sphere. And sometimes I just have no idea what to create because I feel stuck in my options. Recently, however, I decided that I want to explore nature and record my memories, especially in my sketchbook. And I think that would be a good first step towards exploring other sources of inspiration that will allow me to evolve in what I depict in my paintings. I do think that the inspirations I draw from mythology and folklore will always be there. I just want to kind of add my personal experiences into the mix as well when I'm creating illustrations, so it becomes a more personal piece. Right now, the most important thing for me is to learn more, to explore, to get inspiration from different sources, and to continue creating. I want to create artwork that tells a story, and videos that also tell the story of my creative journey with all the ups and downs and with all the wins and losses. I think that this is the reason why I finally decided to give YouTube another try, to share my story and hopefully find a way to start my art career. I think I should also talk a bit about the pieces I'm working on in this video. The first one is the canvas piece. I started working on it in acrylic and then I finished it off with some oil pastels, and I'll try to add the picture of the finished piece as I didn't film the whole process. The inspiration for this piece was the Atropa belladonna plant. I really hope I pronounced that correctly. I remember the idea for this was to represent how it was used in the past for cosmetic purposes as well as a poison. Atropa belladonna was supposedly used to dilate the pupils, which was considered an attractive feature in women as well as to give a rosy complexion. So basically it was used as blush. Now I don't know if this is 100% true. It's just something that I read and that stuck with me, and I tried to represent it in this painting. And of course the plant was also used as a poison, an aspect which I'm trying to convey by having my subject eat the plant, and by the little skulls in the flowers, which are supposed to represent death. Overall, I'm quite happy with how this piece turned out, but I also learned what I need to improve. The main ones being anatomy and proportions, specifically the hand that ended up being way too big compared to the rest of the body. But it was a piece I started one evening when I was bored, so for that I am quite proud of it. I'm also not used to paint on a canvas or with acrylics, and neither was I accustomed to painting with oil pastels, and the painting still hasn't dried, so if you know what I should do about that, please let me know. The second piece was supposed to be part of a series I wanted to make for an upcoming market I will participate in. The series was based on the zodiac signs, and I planned to make a print for every single sign. I became a bit overwhelmed because it is a lot of work and I would have to finish all 12 illustrations, and the market is in December, and I think I will burn myself out if I continue to do that. So instead I decided to make stickers based on the 12 zodiac signs. And another reason why I didn't want to continue with this series was because I had planned to make them look similar, at least the background part and kind of the poses as well. And I really wanted to make all of these illustrations look like they are definitely part of a series. What I didn't account for was my inability to work in a template format, basically. Like, I just got super bored of it while working on developing 2 other illustrations in the series. I still like the idea, but I think I need to give myself more time to complete a project this big so I can do other illustrations in between each piece. I definitely would not have managed to finish these illustrations until the beginning of December without burning myself out and or not enjoying the process, which is what I love most about creating, the process. Considering my experience with my failed, so far, zodiac sign project, I did reflect on what I want from my art. And so far, I can say that I like having different themes or subjects to explore with each illustration. And I can also say that I don't like working on a template, if that makes sense. And I really enjoy if my illustrations can tell a story by themselves. So I like creating characters that I can put in different environments, doing something, telling a story. So this is an aspect I would really like to focus more on in the future. I have mixed feelings about social media. Like, I absolutely hate creating reels for Instagram, but I do enjoy working on long-form videos, like this video, for example. I also can see that it can benefit in getting eyes on my work, but I don't know if I want to sacrifice my sanity in order to please the algorithm to maybe get my work out there for people to see, at least on Instagram. I, of course, still have an Instagram account, but it's more personal than art-related. I do post my art there because it's part of who I am as a person, but I do not want to manage a whole new account just for my art again. I've done that a few times and I always ended up burning out. I also don't want to stress myself about posting multiple times a week. I just want to be able to enjoy the creative process and post about it at my own pace. I feel like on social media you always have to post frequently and come up with new things very fast, but I'm just a human being and I don't enjoy working like a machine. So far, which is not very far, YouTube seems like a good option for me because I feel like it allows me to express myself and talk about my art for as long as I want. I also feel like it's easier to film for a YouTube video and it also seems more fun. I can also do everything at a much slower pace, which is not stressing me out, so I won't burn out as easily. Hopefully, I won't burn out at all. But let's see how things go. Maybe I will change my mind about social media and maybe I'll open at some point an Instagram account just for my art. But for now, I just want to try YouTube and see how this goes. And now I kind of want to ask what you guys think about social media, like in general, especially if you are an artist. Do you have similar feelings as me or do you have a more positive view of it? But yeah, let me know in the comment section. That is all I kind of wanted to say for this video. It was a bit rambly, a bit not, but I think it's a good way to make a first video, at least for me. I have been trying to make a first video like at least 5 times now, so I kind of decided to mostly talk about my life and my relationship with art and social media, kind of like an introduction to who I am. I don't know how future videos will be. I don't think they will be in the same format, or maybe they will, I don't know. I plan to talk more about my art and what inspires me and what I'm doing in general. Maybe I'll even make some vlogs, but I don't know yet. But yeah, if you made it until the end, I want to say thank you. It means a lot to me and I hope you'll come back for the next video. Bye everyone!